Why are we involved with Breakbulk Middle East? It's because we are strong believers that one has to look at various options, provide your customers with various opportunities in how they carry their cargo or ship their goods to market. For us, we've seen that the increasing trend of breakbulk, and more importantly, because Abu Dhabi has a major oil and gas sector, a major industry that relies a lot on project movements, and a lot of this actually comes in through Abu Dhabi, through the Port of Mina Zayed, and has done for years together. So project and steel is a big commodity, a big segment of our commodity handled in Abu Dhabi ports. But increasingly what we've seen is with the investments in aluminium smelters as well as steel foundries in Abu Dhabi, that there is now the growing demand and the potential for export through breakbulk format. So this is predominantly steel and aluminium that gets exported around the world. We also then have Borouge, which is a major petrochem company in Abu Dhabi that is producing polymers well in excess of 4 million tons. Now a lot of this moves in containerized formats, but there is always the opportunity for project forwarders and logistics companies to look at how they can expand their engagement and use breakbulk as a potential option. How we see the markets playing out is that Abu Dhabi and UAE in general plays a very large role as a regional hub, a logistics hub, and this is not just in terms of container traffic that most of us tend to gravitate to or we tend to witness, but also with breakbulk operations. As we see larger projects kicking into play in the GCC, for example, with the Qatar World Cup in 2022, we see the potential for major gateways in the UAE to supply and to support that supply chain, obviously. This has actually been underscored by the investment Abu Dhabi Ports is making. For instance, a month ago we made a press release, an announcement that we are extending our berth capacity and berth capacity by an extra additional kilometer in Khalifa Port. We are dredging down to 18 meters so that we can receive larger vessels through the channel into the basin in Khalifa Port. And this is done with an eye on the future. So in respect of where we see the non-containerized market, as I would like to call that, is huge. And I think being part of Breakbulk Middle East is just the start of this. And we're hoping that this gets bigger and better. I think what's very important that what we've seen over the last 10 years in the region in terms of the supply chain, it has evolved, right? And I think one thing that has been really instrumental is technology, in terms of how we are able to use technology in not just flow of information, but actually in terms of handling of equipment, handling of cargo. And for us, that's one thing that we've always tried to talk about is, yes, we all know how to handle cargo, but how can we do this more effectively?